Hey guys, it's Tape the Grape, and in this video I'm going to be making it's not my recipe, but it's my version of it, of bean patties. Now I use 2 cans of beans, doesn't matter what kind of beans they are. The 2 cans ended up making 6 regular burger sized patties. So if you just wanted to use 1 can, you'd get 3 of them, 3 like regular burger sized patties. But anyway, hope you enjoy. Hey guys, it's Tape the Grape, and I'm going to do another food video. I'm actually going to make it like I did in my previous food videos, but anyway, this is going to be, it's not my recipe. My fiance told me about it, and it's a thing that's already been around for a long time or whatever, but it's bean patties. Now, do you have any, any type of beans, shit, even green beans or peas, but, that's not for me. But anyway, any type of beans, I'll be using organic. It doesn't have to be organic, of course. Great Northern beans and black beans, just to prove to you can use either or type of bean. But anyway, pinto beans, whatever. Anyway, so all you'll really need is any type of beans, any amount, vegetable oil, and flour. And you can add seasonings. You don't have to, but that's what I'm gonna do, like salt, onion powder, garlic powder, whatever. Well, anyway, all we're really doing is putting these beans in the bowl. Flour and a little bit of oil. What you're trying to do is mix them. You got to mix them really, really well. Mash them all together and do like a paste, basically. I'll show you in a little while the specific, what kind of texture you're supposed to be looking for. But yeah, let's get started. Now, just to clarify, you're going to want to drain as much liquid as you possibly can out of your beans, if it comes with any liquid. Usually they do. I don't think I've ever seen them without it, but in case you have liquid, make sure you drain it. As I said, just pour them in the bowl. I got to open this more, I guess. Now again, as I said, just to clarify, you need to drain it out, but it's okay if you get a little bit of liquid in there. Pour the rest of my beans in there, Great Northerns, and I don't have a specific amount of, a specific measurement of flour, but what I do is I add a light little bit, just to start out with. I know I'm going to need more than this, but we got to work it in and see exactly how much. I just go by feel, basically, obviously. Mix them together. I'm probably going to put some more in there, but, yeah. Whoops. Sorry about that, I dropped my, my measuring cup. Well, anyway, I'm going to add a little bit more. Again, a little bit at a time. Mash it together, see where you're at first, and I'll be right back. That's what I'm going to do, So, as for mashing them, they don't have to be in any particular, they don't have to be any particular way. You can have a couple beans still unmashed if you want. You can finely mash them as much as you want, or not as finely as you want. It doesn't really matter. It's all about what you want. Now this is about where I'm going to go with. I know what kind of, let me turn the light on for you, the flashlight. It kind of looks like, it kind of looks nasty, but it also kind of looks like maybe some odd cookie dough. But we're looking to get more, I'm looking to get more flour put into it, and like I said, or what I'm trying to say is you need enough flour to where it's not sticky on your hands. It needs to be pliable, but it needs to not stick to your hands. So that's what I'm about to do, and I'll show you. Just as a side note, you can mash them any way you want. It can be, it can be with your hands, which is what I did. It's easiest. I obviously washed my hands, or it could be with a mashed potato masher, whatever you want it to be. It doesn't matter. So as you can see, this is how I have mine. It's not really sticky to the touch anymore. Obviously, I mixed the flour within it. I got a dough ball, essentially, of beans. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get I got a frying pan over here. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, my mom called me. But anyway, I have my, essentially a dough ball, as I said, but bean ball. Now, if you manage to accidentally put too much flour in it, that's okay. You can just add a tiny bit of vegetable oil at a time, maybe a cap full at a time. Kind of thin it out again, and, back and forth whenever you get it right. But anyway, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pinching I'm going to be making little round circles, pinching them off from this ball, and making patties. You can make them any size you want. Really, honestly, I suggest you do thinner. I'm impatient, so sometimes I'll do them thicker, but they end up not being fully cooked on the inside, which is okay because it's cooked beans anyway, they're canned. But It's thinner is better because you get a crispier crunch throughout the whole thing, pretty much. I'll probably do a mixture of both, but yeah, I'll see you over at the stove. So obviously you want to preheat some vegetable oil, or any oil. It doesn't have to be vegetable oil. Same with like mixing it in the actual beans. I just have a bunch of vegetable oil, that's why I'm using it. Preheat some, no specific temperature or anything like that. You're just gonna have to go by making sure it's not burning, essentially. So as I've said, just make a little patty, essentially, however thick, however thin. Whoops, oil popped. That was on camera. Anyway, just put it in, and obviously you're wanting them to brown. Depending on how you like them, they're going to be good either way. I need to turn the oil down, dang. I need to step back too. But anyway, depending on how you usually like burgers, essentially, or I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. But you just got to make sure they don't burn, and you'll be good. So they're basically going to look like cookies on the stove. But anyway, once they brown up on one side, you flip them, and you do it to that side. And then once they're done, you can eat them with ketchup or barbecue sauce, whatever you want. You can eat them plain. And these are probably a good a vegan option for like burgers or whatever. Just depends on how you like it. Or for me, I just like to eat them I just like to pinch them apart and dip them in ketchup or whatever. This is what they're looking like once I flip them. Of course, it might be different in your case if you want them a little more cooked, if you want them less cooked, whatever you want. Just like I said, keep in mind, the thinner they are, the easier they'll cook on the center. I don't mind the, not, when I say raw, I don't mean actually raw, because they're all cooked beans, but the not crispiness is what I mean, the non-crispiness. I don't mind that on the center. I drown these in ketchup most of the time anyway, but, oh yeah. I'll see you again once they're fully done. Now, while I have my second batch cooking, I'll taste test the already cooked ones. Now, this is what they're going to look like. Well, again, it's going to be different the way you cook them, but this is how mine turned out. Let's break it open. Oh, it's hot still, obviously. Steam, as you can see. Of course, whoops, it's blurry, I'm sorry. Let's see if I can focus it. It probably won't be able to focus. Oh, there we go. That's what they look like. I actually got them pretty crispy on the inside, compared to what they normally are, at least. Well, let's try it for you. Oh, yeah. Again, I'm going to eat the rest of these with ketchup. But anyway, I'll just do it plain. And here we go. I'll be honest, it definitely could have used a little more salt, but oh well. Other than that, the ketchup will, ketchup will have enough salt. But that's my version of the bean patties. Let me know what you think in the comments. Sorry it was a super long video and I kept having a bunch of interruptions. That's just kind of how it goes at my house. And plus my internet's my internet's still crappy, so this is probably not going to be uploaded 2 days from now. But anyway, I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.